Failed former President Donald Trump posted an unhinged tirade to Truth Social.
Truth Social.
Because the Republican National Committee had, I guess, the audacity to make some decisions about primary debates without checking with Donald Trump first. This is so damn funny. New York Times reported a couple weeks ago. What was it? 2 weeks ago. Fox News to host first Republican presidential primary debate. All right, no big deal. The candidates will face off in August in Milwaukee. I mean, think of that. The first debate is only 4 months away. Of course, the Republican National Committee has to make some decisions about that. The article says Republican National Committee Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel says they will be asked to agree to a loyalty pledge before they take the stage. This is something we've talked about before. Republican candidates will be asked to sign a pledge that if they lose, they will support whoever is the eventual nominee. We've already dealt with that in terms of whether Trump will go for it, so I won't delve into it again. This is happening. I mean, it's a completely unremarkable thing. We're going to host the very first debate with Fox News. It will be a Fox News Republican primary debate, said Ronna McDaniel. Trump, who's the current frontrunner, has refused to say whether he would support a nominee other than himself. In a February radio appearance, he said his support would have to depend on who the nominee was. Okay, so it's like no big deal. The RNC is getting themselves set up for some debates. Trump goes to Truth yesterday and says, quote, I see that everybody is talking about the Republican capital D debates, but nobody got my approval or the approval of the Trump capital C campaign before announcing them. When you're leading by seemingly insurmountable numbers, and you have hostile capital N networks with angry Trump and MAGA hating anchors asking the quote questions, why subject yourself to being libeled and abused? Also, the capital S second capital D debate is being held at the Reagan Library, the chairman of which is amazingly Fred Ryan, publisher of the Washington Post. No. So Trump seems to be saying he will not even participate in the first Republican primary debate of 2024. And you know who thinks that this is a logical thing to do? Trump propagandist Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon appeared yesterday on the Charlie Kirk show and said, it's all a joke. We're not having a primary, basically suggesting Trump should just essentially be given the nomination. I just noticed there's something very strange going on with my hair, and I apologize for that. Here's Steve Bannon saying Trump should just sit out the debates.
We don't have a primary, and we're not going to have a primary. And President Trump, I think, is and just the audacity to go to the Reagan Library, run by the guy that is the Washington Post's publisher,
Frederick Ryan.
That,
yep.
It's a joke, and it's a joke.
But it's not a surprise. This is the RNC.
It's an insult to the president. It's an insult to the president. It's an insult to MAGA. It's an insult to all the volunteers. Full stop, no debates. The only piercing debates is whoever the Democratic nominee is.
That's right.
Okay. So let me interpret this for you. How dare anyone subject Trump to an opportunity to embarrass himself, which could almost certainly only hurt him rather than help him? And to that extent, I actually get it. If DeSantis doesn't run let's imagine DeSantis doesn't run. If DeSantis doesn't run, Trump is essentially a shoo-in. He's going to be up against ones and twos. His stock will probably rise dramatically in the polling. The debate can only hurt him. And then if DeSantis does run, there's a risk that the debate could hurt him. Now, again, I've said before, I don't think that the totally uncharismatic Ron DeSantis is going to really be able to go against Trump in a national campaign. But could he do okay in a single debate against Trump? Maybe. And it's certainly possible that if DeSantis is running, that it would not be particularly good for Trump in that debate. But also, if Trump was prepared, it could be good. But it is seen as a risk to Trump. And how dare anyone have the audacity to actually have a primary election? Trump should just be appointed the nominee, is what Trump and Charlie Kirk and Steve Bannon seem to believe. I wasn't kidding when I said this is going to be a wild and insane primary. It's already that way. And 4 months from now, I know it's happening so quickly. 4 months from now, when the debates start, it's going to be even more insane. All of these clips, including Bannon on Kirk, will be on our Instagram, which you can find by searching for David Pakman Show on Instagram. It'll be on TikTok. It'll be on Snapchat, Facebook, and of course, YouTube at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. One of our sponsors today is Fume. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad part from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning device that does exactly that. Fume is not electronic. There's no vapor or harmful chemicals. Fume is just a delicious flavored air that makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts, which is great for fidgeting, which can be great for people breaking bad habits. Look at what people online are saying. They weren't sure what to expect, but ended up loving the taste and the feel. Stopping is something lots of people put off because it's difficult to do, but switching to Fume is easy and enjoyable. There's no reason that you can't be the next Fume success story. Head on over to tryfume.com and use the code PAKMAN to save 10%. When you get the Journey Pack, which comes with the device and 3 flavors, the link is down below.